Shayna Young, the Customer Success Manager with With. We're at ICMA today talking to some of the visionary leaders that are bringing connection to their community and deepening all of their relationships. I would like to introduce today's guest.
Hi everyone, my name is Michael Antwine. I'm the City Manager for the City of Bell.
How long have you been there?
I've been in Bell about 4 years now.
Wow, okay. What did you do before that?
Before that, I had the pleasure of working in 5 different communities in California for the last 24 years.
Is there a favorite annual cultural event that you like to attend?
Oh my God, we have so many.
Yeah.
And we have so many. Our special events or our cultural arts program are kind of the heartbeat of our community. And so I would say this is not cultural, but our 5K is a very large event. We normally get 2,000 to 3,000 residents to participate, and some non-residents. But we have a lot of other cultural events, whether it's our spring festival, harvest festival. We even do things for our kiddos, like at the Halloween time.
Transparency and accessibility are some of the really big themes at today's ICMA. Is there anything that you're doing to push that through in initiatives in the city?
Definitely, we're doing a lot of things in the area of the space of transparency and communication. We recently are going through probably about a $2 million investment in our IT infrastructure with transparency. We're working with different partners to bring different types of platforms and systems to create access, or greater access for our residents, whether it be with financial data, the city's financial records and what we're doing annually on that basis. Also, our programs and services, making sure that they're easily accessible and that they understand the delivery models that we're using to bring to the community. So in this company such as With are great potential partners because it's providing greater transparency into the city's operations and connecting community.
And accessibility, right? I think we spend a lot of time virtually and online, and being able to connect in person is so meaningful. And having the opportunity to know how to get that information is sometimes the biggest hurdle. We know that if we want to order a Domino's pizza, now they have who's making your order, what steps it's in, and people want that type of transparency from government. But it all starts with knowing where to go first, right? Definitely. I love that. So it sounds like you're building some cool things. Is there any initiatives that you're launching this year that you're excited about?
We have so many things I think that we're doing from an initiative perspective. But I would say our most exciting initiative is, we call it a stay and play project. And what we're really doing is we're identifying underutilized and vacant properties and trying to transform them.
Great, through economic development.
Economic development.
Wonderful.
But for passive recreational space.
Yeah.
And in Southeast Los Angeles, where our community is, we call it a little bit of a concrete jungle, right? And so, our 60% of our population are 18 years of age or younger.
Wonderful.
And so it is more critical to provide spaces for them, recreational spaces, open space.
Well, in a town of that size, I'm imagining that you have a lot of non-government entities that are big power players in your community and do a lot to help out your residents. What is your strategy for getting your internal department heads and stakeholders to partner with those other nonprofits?
Definitely. Well, it's getting our department heads to understand that, we have a huge mandate. And, we can't accomplish all these things on our own. There are partners, strategic partners, nonprofit or community-based or even faith-based organizations, or even larger regional organizations or agencies that are providing services, whether in this space, right? And so it's creating strategic relationships with them so that, we have new delivery models, right, of programming and services.
There's a lot of visionary leaders around us, and we're studying a lot of different peers and projects. Is there anything that you've heard in these past few sessions that makes you feel very inspired or has you thinking of the ways you can apply it at your home?
Definitely. I think there's a lot of unique strategies to address common challenges, right? Because in local government, we all really tackle and deal with the same types of issues. It's just the scale of those issues, right? It really is. So what I think is, some of the takeaways for me from this conference is further engagement and really diving deep into what is engagement mean, right? How are we reaching our citizenry?
Yeah,
right?
How do you measure the quality of engagement?
Right. Because communication today is not communication it was 10, 15 years ago.
I agree.
Right. And so there's been a lot of great sessions on tools that we can use to further facilitate communication, whether it's AI-based tools, or even if it's just our approach, right, to communication with our residents, whether it's interfaces from technology-based, but then also human interactions and communication, right? Because there still is an element of where there's in-person communication, right? And how are we then relaying, vision, mission, purpose, to our residents?